Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to go over the hang power clean. Hang is going to mean above the knee, right? So it's not from the ground. And then power clean means we're going to receive it above the squat. So with our knees bent in this power position, right? In this athletic receiving position. So let's talk about why. Why the power clean? Why the hang power clean? The reason we do this movement, especially you'll see this in athletics, is because we're loading triple extension. So triple extension is the extension of your ankle, knees, and hips. So let's say you're jumping. I mean, that's the reason we're doing this. So when you go to jump, right, you bend down, you're kind of setting your ankles, knees, and hips, right, to produce force. Right, and I go to jump up, I'm triple extending those joints to produce force. So we have a barbell in our hand, we have weight on that barbell, we're loading that triple extension. So just like you put a donut on a baseball bat, right, and make it heavier and practice your swings, you take that donut off and you can, it seems easier to swing, right? So here we're doing that with a barbell. The point of this is to load and put weight on that jump. That's what a power clean is doing, and that is the why. So that's really important. And then I also like to think of it as a coordination, like the ability to coordinate your body to pull that bar. We're going to go over all of this, and then to land and receive it. Like if you've tried this before or you remember doing it, you know this can be kind of tricky to learn at first. But when you do get the technique right, it's going to help a lot with how well you can move the bar, and then being able to load that bar so you can teach your body to produce more force, right? So that's the point of it all. So we're going to start without a bar in our hand, maybe like an air bar, and it's going to do a couple of drills. You can do this with me, and we're going to talk about foot positioning and then what your arms and elbows are doing. So foot positioning, we're always going to start in our athletic jumping position. We call this position 1. So where you jump up and down, because that's where you can generate the most force. If I said jump as high as you can, that's where your feet should be. If your feet were too wide, well, you can't produce that force. So we're going to be in this position 1, jumping position. We can really jump and produce force. So the next is our landing position. I call that position 2. This is where we're going to receive the bar, right? Eventually you might receive it in a squat, right? So I won't even get into that, but you want to have those feet land in position 2. So position 1 and position 2. Position 1, position 2. What our arms are doing, and I'll kind of put this all together in a second, we're going to go above the knee. So if you want to do it with me here, we're going to load above the knee. To load, we're just driving our hips back, just pushing those hips back, pretending that bar is above our knee. We're going to pull that bar up, it's going to glide against our thighs. And right when my back is straight, just like if I said jump as high as you can, you wouldn't jump right away. You'd wait till that back is straight before you initiate that jump. We want to do that with the bar as well. So we pull that bar in, back is straight, I'm going to jump. The elbows are then going to lead the bar up. So elbows up, that's going to keep the bar close to our body. If the elbows did not come up, we would do like a reverse curl, and the bar would be way out here. We have to go catch it. So elbows lead, and then we drop under when the bar is at our chest. We're going to drop under, feet go to position 2, and we receive. So from the front, we're going to load, pull until my back is straight, initiate that jump, elbows lead, bars at my chest, feet go to position 2, I'm going to drop to receive. Now when I receive it, I want these elbows up. This is going to be tricky too if you've never done it, or maybe you just have great mobility and it'll be fine. But we want to create these elbows up because one, it's going to create some pads on our shoulders for that bar to land in, kind of create this pocket, right? And it also won't pull us down, right? And it'll be nicer on the wrist. We want that bar to land on our shoulders. We don't want it to land on our wrists. So again, from the loading position, we come up, we jump, triple extension. Once we create that force on the bar with our legs, the bar is going to be kind of weightless. And we just guide it. This isn't an arm exercise. It's not an upright row. I mean, it is in a way, but the legs just did all the work. That triple extension, producing that force from the ground did the work. So now I'm up, and now the bar's in my chest, I'm going to drop to position 2, and then stand. Reset my feet. So let's try and do that 5 times together. I'm just going to go set, we'll load, I'm going to say jump, and then we'll land and catch. So jumping our feet from position 1 and 2, getting our elbows up, and then elbows under in our power position. So let's try that 5 times. You can kind of do it with me here. Once you see me do it a couple times, it will make sense. So we're going to load, position 1 with our feet, ready, and jump. Nice, reset our feet. We're going to load, air barbell in our hand, ready, and jump. Very nice. 3 more, load, and jump, and stand, reset. 2 more, load, jump, and stand. 1 more, load, jump, and stand. So I have a trainer bar in front of me here. I'm going to grab a trainer bar. This is a 15-pound bar. And you'll see with the 15-pound bar, that might be enough to kind of give you some technique, but it'll help you kind of see it visually now, what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to do it with a little bit of weight, when you can really see the technique. When you have weight on the bar, it's going to force you to kind of have technique a little bit. But as you're learning, it's good to work on this. So when you're on a barbell, again, 15-pound trainer bar, you can have a PVC pipe in your hand right now. That bar, I like to grab it thumb distance from my legs when I'm in that position 1. There is gnarling on the bar here. So I like to have my thumbs on the line of the gnarling, and then I'll grab that bar. One thing to look for too, when you're looking for a good bar, is no gnarling in the middle. That's a good Olympic bar. We usually have no gnarling in the middle because you are going to catch it up here. There's gnarling on the bar. Then it might kind of scrape up your throat a little bit. But you'll learn that one pretty fast. And then a good barbell is going to also spin really well. Have nice bearings and spin well. So once you get into the barbell work, you'll understand what a good bar and a bad bar is pretty quick. So anyway, get away from that. We're going to go ahead and just go over that movement again. Same thing we just did. Jump and then land. I'm going to do a couple slow motions. Let's review the technique. So if you have something in your hand, that's great. If you don't have anything, just kind of watch again. I'm going to load just above the knee. Again, to do that, I'm just driving those hips back, keeping a nice neutral spine. Right, so I'm going to load. So I'll do it from the side here, slow motion. I'm going to pull that bar up, right my back straight, just like I would if I was going to jump as high as I can. Close those hips and I jump. I guide the bar up. And then I'm going to drop my feet and land the second I get those elbows around. So you can see it's kind of a little tricky with a little weight on the bar. But let's do another one slow. I'm going to load, come up slow, jump, elbows guide, flip, let that bar spin, let it get to that pocket, and then land and receive. So I'm going to go 3 more, a little smoother. Load and jump. Load, jump and receive. Load, jump, and receive. Again, this rack position, getting those elbows up, is going to be one of the trickiest things you find, but really work for that position. You'll find you might tend to just catch it like this, nice and firm. It's going to be a lot on the wrists. Again, we want to get elbows up, create the pads of our shoulders for that bar to catch on. And it's almost like this pocket. It's coming to your chest, and then you're kind of wrapping into it. So it doesn't get too far away from your body. It stays in this nice smooth pocket instead of pulling the bar way up and then having it crash on you, right? We don't want to get any of those barbell kisses. And if you have those before, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to add a little weight to this and get a little heavier bar and really just show the technique. Let me do it right now. All right, so now we got a barbell in hands with 65 pounds. So I have a 35-pound bar with 15 on each side. I'm just going to pick it up off the ground here, and I'm going to initiate by going down and loading, jumping, and receiving. So I'm going to do 5 just so you can see it. And then again, I'll talk through the main points I'm trying to focus on here, right? So feet are in position 1. I'm going to drop above the thighs. This is a little heavier now for sure. I'm going to go ahead and sweep up to my hips, jump, and then receive. right? So I'm really trying to get in this pocket. That's the key. That's such a key, right? And then really jump. The point of this is to jump, get that bar weightless, and then catch it kind of almost before gravity takes over again, right? So I'll do another one. I'll come down, jump, and I'll receive. So if that made sense, you're going to get that bar to float, right? You want to get under it and receive it before gravity starts doing its thing. So you almost hear yourself catch it and catch the weights before they sink back in if you do it right. We'll have this sort of like up and then, you know, that kind of sound to it. So when you see people do these right, you can almost hear it doing it right. So enough talking, let's work. So I'm going to go above the knee. I'm just going to do a 3. Jump and receive. I don't know if you can hear the weights kind of catching themselves. There's not a lot of weight on here, so maybe that's why. And then we come back down, and load up and receive. All right, I'll try to do a little one slow, but you should not do these slow. It's meant to be explosive. Load, jump, and then receive. So that's what we're looking for in the hang power clean. Give these a try, add them into your routine. If you have access to a barbell, I mean, obviously you can do these with dumbbells, but I think for most people watching this video, you're probably looking to learn the hang power clean. And again, it's a great way to load triple extension and to get forceful and get explosive. If you're a young athlete, work on these. You're gonna see these for sure, and they will absolutely help. It's a must, it's a go-to. And you can see I'm a little breathless, right? It's a lot of work being done here with this exercise. And that's why you see it in the CrossFit world. You'll see these in workouts and metcons and WODs for sure. But again, a great coordination move and a move that you're gonna need if you're an athlete, but work on making it clean, right? Pick a weight that's enough to have good technique, but it's gonna make you work. So just slowly build into it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I love to answer anything I can. Yeah, that's the hang power clean. So give it a go get your workout, and I'll see you next time.